and we're talking about artificial intelligence here. We're talking about Al, the supercomputer, which ultimately they want everyone to be connected to this. And Al is 13, L is 12, and A is 1. Al 13, the supercomputer. And that's what they're psychologically preparing you for.
So that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, the name of the beast. He opened the shaft of the bottomless pit, and from the shaft rose smoke like the smoke of a great furnace. He opened the shaft of the bottomless pit, and the sun and the air were darkened with the smoke from the shaft. Smoke from the shaft.
So for all intent and purposes, that is the source, the womb of this matrix, or the matrix. The matrix is the womb. We've got Lucifer, the blinding ray of light. So this is the cube on one pole of Saturn. That's the cube. So for all intent and purposes, that is the source, the womb, matrix. For all intent and purposes, that is the source, the womb of the matrix. That is the source, the womb of this matrix. So for all intent and purposes, that is the source, the womb matrix. When Christ died, the black cube was blown open. It was ripped open into the shape of a cross. Christ definitely did something spiritually which was amazing, in that he was a chink in the machine. He defeated the machine, the source of this problem, of this curse, and that's why he died on the cross, the unfolded cube. And behind the veil, which is also to do with the womb, the veil and the black cube, that was blown open. He went into the heart of the curse, the heart of the problem, and defeated it. And that's how he got us out of this mess. Should we choose to follow the straight and narrow way out of the loop, Saturn's maze, the loop that we are in. There's the moon involved with this as well. It's a matrix system. It's a machine. It's Lucifer's machine that runs this fallen reality, completely hijacked Lucifer could not create anything, just rather hijack and use the knowledge for its evil schemes, because it made the choice in free will to rebel, and in some way we followed it and we ended up in this fallen reality. That's how I think it's something along these lines. This sensory reality, this sensual reality. The Bible always tells us not to follow the flesh. The ray of light that illuminates this reality from Lucifer, Lucifer's machine. Saturn associated with Hades, and now you know why. Just listening to that, very abnormal sounds coming from that planet Saturn, and this picture is the proof entirely. There is no fear, because Christ has got us out of this if we should choose to accept the free gift of salvation in that he made the way straight. He took on the curse and he defeated the curse, and is the only way to real life. So this picture here, you see that the black sun, just like the Pink Floyd album cover with the prism, the black sun there, it shows exactly that the black sun, which is Saturn, is that machine, just as we were showing with the Saturn and the machine and the refraction of the pure light into the spectrum which illuminates the material world. The machine that runs this reality, the black sun, Saturn. Now, we've talked before about the Hegelian dialectic, and this is exactly that. It's a Hegelian dialectic in the sense that it's a completely false and contrived battle. It's completely false and contrived because it is Lucifer's machine that runs this reality. So what runs this machine is the problem in the first place. So reversal of the machine, which is what they're trying to do in the destruction of the ox, of time and space. The spectrum, the rainbow, is the ox. Through the ox, the time and space manifestation of this material world, but it's Lucifer's machine. It's the pure light, bright white light of Lucifer running the machine. So to reverse the machine back to source, or back to this pure source of light, is not an escape, because it's still going back to the problem in the first place, which is Lucifer's fallen reality, Lucifer's fallen kingdom. And this whole new age of love and light is still the same problem. It's the agenda of the new golden age, new spiritual golden age, to return to that source. It's the agenda of Lucifer and the elite, and that is exactly what they're doing. That's why they're demonizing the ox. That's why they're demonizing Satan, and that's why they're demonizing the machine, is because they want to reverse this. They want to reverse this spectrum which you see coming out of the rainbow. They want to reverse that back to source. Now, how do you beat time? How do you defeat time? Faster than the speed of light. The spectrum being compressed into pure light. Now, I think this is what they're doing in CERN. Faster than the speed of light, recreating the conditions of the Big Bang, before the Big Bang. Back to source, transfigured world, transfigured for the new age of Lucifer, the light. And they are hoping for this return to Eden, which is called the Golden Age. Complete and utter darkness, guys. We are in complete and utter darkness. Light can stop space-time. Light can stop space-time. And if you take the mark of the beast, which is this material, fleshly thing right here, the ox, time and space, if you take the mark of the beast, of the machine, then you will be subject to the machine. You'll be marked complete. You'll be a one-way ticket, to that womb, hell cube, whatever. Avicii, the lowest level of hell, the beast. Avicii is described in Buddhism as a cube, and that's what I believe. Like on Saturn, the cube, the machine. So they are demonizing. In all of these things, it always has the same. It always works in the same pattern. They are very limited on the way they work, because all they can do is copy. All they can do is fit by the rules that they are bound under. They are in prison, guys. They are in prison. All they can do is chase after what the Father does and try and destroy it. All they can do is work within the limits that they are bound. Because they are not God. They are not God. They are not the Father. They're not the true Father. They are nothing. Literally, they're defeated already. So when you see what the occult of these things mean, it's no longer all this big mystery. It's more like it's also tacky, and it is tacky because that's all they can work with. So they are trapped. We are living in a prism planet. We're living in a prism planet. What the senses, what you see, feel, touch, taste, smell, it's all part of this manufactured reality that we are in, because we fell here in some way, because we followed the deception. But don't be deceived. This is the final trick, guys. If you can get your head around this, then the great deception becomes blasted open like that cube. You blast it open, the great deception. All the great deception is the destruction of this into the spiritual new age of Lucifer, which will probably see a return of a false Jesus of some kind that will masquerade as light. The light beings that will come to earth and say that they are our saviours, and that is the great deception, the false return of Jesus. And it's going to be a massive Hegelian battle between the fallen. It's going to be a massive false battle between what is essentially all evil, but some masquerading as light, but it is not light, true light. It's the light of death.